This just ended. Huda Beauty buy back their own brand? Is Sephora implementing quiet hours? And is Patrick Star giving you tips on how you could become the face of his next campaign? We have all that and more in this week's new makeup releases. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to New Makeup Release Sunday, where we sit back, relax, and talk about all the new makeup releases that have been announced in sneak peek, as well as some top industry news. So we're going to start off with a big one, and that is Huda Beauty officially purchasing back their own brand. Now, if you guys don't know who Huda Beauty is, she was actually an OG influencer here on YouTube or on social media, and she first started off her brand with a pair of lashes, and then she came out with a Desert Rose palette, and from there her brand had bloomed and expanded and became a global phenomenon. Now, I think it was back in 2017, she was approached to have investors invest in her brand to make her brand go to that next level. Honestly, it was a very smart move on her part because it took her brand to a whole new audience. It took her brand to a whole new level of success. But at the same time, by having investors behind your brand, it does take away some power that you have in terms of your brand. Typically, whenever that happens, whenever major investors come in, finance your brand, essentially down the line, you end up selling it to big corporations. Those big conglomerates of brands that I told you guys last week, e.l.f. might be becoming one of them. It's because they literally sit here and they go and invest these brands, and eventually they end up buying them and owning them, and that is how they are billion-dollar industries. So Huda Beauty was able to finally take a step back this past year and actually purchase back her own brand. This is what she had to say.
Important video. I like to share some intimate details with you guys of the journey of Huda Beauty, because you guys are the reason why I'm here. You guys got me here. You guys are the reason why I'm still here in more ways than you know. And I'm really excited to make it, but I'm also nervous about saying this. Huda Beauty has bought back its equity. We are 100% a privately owned company. We are one of the only completely privately held companies of our size in the beauty space, and we're family owned, which is really, really exciting. So we have no investors. I want to walk you through what that means. We brought investors on. I thought to myself, okay, now we can finally reach our dreams. We can make Huda Beauty this really amazing big beauty brand. So we ended up bringing on some investors. And by the way, they've been very successful with many people, but just for us, we have a very different way. And what I've been told, we're kind of backwards when it comes to doing business. And I would say that's probably correct. They ended up really encouraging us to bring on senior leaders. And we brought on like 12 leaders, and the company just changed. No shade to anyone, because a lot of these leaders were great. Just, it was too much at once. And then we also didn't know what we were doing, so we didn't manage them well. We were just like, okay, you guys are here. Do you guys have the answers? Like, we don't, like, it was just a mess. It came to the point where I was like, I need to get my company back on track. And obviously, I've shared with you guys, I made a big change there, parted from our CEO, and then really worked very hard to bring the leadership back. That was one of the most challenging things in my life, actually. We went through a crazy transformation. I don't regret getting investors on at all. No, it was a great thing that we went through. And I want to explain something because it's really important. Usually what happens when you bring investors on, once it's time for them to exit, there's always like a period at like 5-7 years. After 5-7 years, they want their money back. There's usually a plan, right? Like usually you plan to sell your company to a big company like a L'Oreal or Estee Lauder. So we didn't end up selling the business because I'm just not done with Huda Beauty. There's so much more that I want to do. I'm excited for what the future holds, because now as a private company, we can do whatever we want to do. I literally don't have to answer to anyone.
So seeing that is so incredible. Earlier this year, I told you guys that Huda Beauty was selling her shares from her sister's brand, Allie, who owns a perfume line, that she was selling her shares. And we all had an idea that the reason why she was doing it is because she was buying back her brand, and she officially did it. So I'm so proud of her to see it could be a completely, I think they said something along the lines of like the brand made $450 million last year. It's a huge, huge brand known worldwide. And I actually really do love Huda Beauty products. So to see them, buying back their own brand and they don't have to answer to anyone is incredible. And the fact that it's family owned, like how cool is that? So I'm kind of wondering, since Huda did this, do you think other brands are going to start doing the same thing as well down the line? Do you think they're going to start buying back their brand to have full totality of it, or do you think they're going to keep letting investors kind of run the brand? I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Up next, Sephora is doing something very unique. They're going to be implementing quiet hours. That's right, quiet hours in their store. So pretty much this is what it's coming down to. It says every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in select US and UK stores, Sephora will dim the lights, lower music, reduce digital screen activity, and offer the option to put a do not disturb tag on shopping bags. The initiative aims to create a more relaxed, accessible shopping experience to customers, particularly those who benefit from a calmer environment. This is a 12-week pilot aims to support neurodivergent customers and anyone who finds traditional retail settings overwhelming. As the first beauty retailer to implement quiet hours on this scale, Sephora is setting a precedent for a sensory-friendly shopping experience. Now, I'm all for it. I am completely all for it, especially because this closest Sephora to me is actually at Disney Springs. And let me tell you, that shopping experience is horrendous. I hate it. I truly do hate it because the fact that it's always so packed full of tourists who are just really loud. They don't care if you're looking at a product. They'll push right through you to get to where they want to go. They literally put on the product on their face, and it's just like the craziest thing to see when they're taking a tester and just on their face. I'm like, and I have to go and tell the employee, like, hey, they're putting that on their lips, and they're going, oh my God, here we go again, because they just, I don't know, it's wild. It's very, very, very overwhelming when I go there. So I typically do not go to that Sephora unless I absolutely have to, or I just happen to be at Disney Springs. I tend to go elsewhere, but even then it can still be a little bit overwhelming because I unfortunately live in Orlando and it's a very crowded area, and you have the Sephora kids that still kind of run rampant in there. So for me, I kind of love the idea of quiet hours where I can go in there, I can have a nice calm environment. Dimming the lights, I guess that's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me. The music I never really paid attention to, but the fact that I could put a do not disturb tag on my bag, say less. The amount of times that I've had employees come up to me going, can I help you with anything? 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 I'm like, no, I'm good. And I get it. That's their job because they want to make sure that they're watching you. It's to prevent theft. I know exactly what they're doing. But at the same time, it can be very overwhelming for me when I'm just looking for something particular, or if I'm standing at something, I'm trying to find the exact shade I'm looking for. So I'm like on my phone. I'm not trying to be disturbed. I'm really excited to see how this can be implemented. I think it's safe to say that my location is not going to be getting this whatsoever. Other locations will be for a 12-week period. They're going to kind of be testing this out. And if it does very well, I could definitely see other businesses taking note and expanding from this. And I think it's really great that they're kind of, accommodating to those who are neurodivergent or who do get sensory overload. I think it's actually really cool they're offering this experience only for 2 hours, but I want to know, do you guys like the fact that Sephora is doing this? And who do you think is going to do this next? I would not be surprised if we see Ulta stepping up going, well, wait a minute, we're going to do 16 weeks for 3 hours a day. I could definitely see Ulta doing that. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. And then the last top story is actually from Patrick Starr. So Patrick Starr has a new product coming out. If I had to guess, honestly, I think it's going to be like a sunscreen spray, just because the campaign images show something like looks like really sandy, kind of beachy. A girl opens a beach bag and she pulls it out. I definitely could see it being like an SPF spray. But Patrick Starr recently just implemented some new candidates to be part of his campaign, and he actually did a little post over on his TikTok and said, do you want to be in a one size campaign? This is how you do it. This is what we're looking for. Let me show you.
How can you be in a campaign for One Size Beauty? Hello, I'm the founder of One Size Beauty. My name is Patrick Starr, influencer turned founder. If you guys didn't see, I just announced and called these beautiful creators on Zoom and told them that they were going to be the face of our brand new campaign. What's the most important to me and also our brand is, like, do you love one size? Are you tagging one size? I am so happy with the cast. I am so excited for you guys to see the commercial. These 5 individuals truly deserve it. You know who you are. Also, for every single model in the past, every single one, if you have been in a one size campaign, I appreciate you. You have shown who you are, and we have partnered with you in the past and had you model because you are true to who you are, and that is very appreciated. You know what I will say? The one thing I'm proud about with casting is that we cast real people influencers, creators, and working professional models, because makeup isn't one size fits all. And I will say we're looking for genuine people on set. We have like the best time. One Size looks for genuine personalities and real people to speak to the brand or speak about the brand or have genuinely tried the brand. So when I say like reputation, energy, vibes, personality is a big thing at One Size, trust me. You know how I find these people? Through tagging, through mentions, through reputation, through word of mouth, recommendations. So I think that just, it has to be like the perfect storm, and I'm just so happy that I have been able to discover them along with my team. Building that relationship is key, and it's not just about creating content, but creating a genuine relationship and seeing how you navigate your voice too. It's really important. So if you guys were the founder of One Size Beauty, what would you guys look for models to be in your campaign? Let me know.
So honestly, I think it's actually really cool. They kind of breaks it down like what they're kind of looking for in terms of picking out content creators. I personally would love to see a beauty brand not focus on creators for once and actually focus on customers. Wouldn't that not be the coolest thing in the world if you see a beauty campaign featuring their top customers or just customers who have loved and supported the brand from the very beginning being featured in this campaign? That would be incredible. That would make me want to buy from the brand way more than seeing the same people, than seeing content creators out there. I want to see real consumers who have helped establish the brand, put them where they are, featured in these campaigns. That would be so iconic, because then you also get a range of different skin tones, ethnicity, age range, just different walks of life being featured in that campaign, and that'd be just truly iconic to see. So if anyone out there who is an aspiring creator or who just puts himself out there on the internet or just love to be part of this, Patrick Star kind of showed you guys how to do it. So with that said, let's dive into this week's new makeup releases that have been announced and sneak peeked. Alrighty, so up first, it looks like Adept Cosmetics is doing a collaboration with Kim Petras. They're going to be doing the new Viva Glam Lip Gloss Air 2025. This is going to be non-sticky lip gloss. This will be a limited edition lip gloss that's going to shine like glass. It's going to be light as air, and it's going to give 100% back to a charity. A new shimmering red shade of Lip Gloss Air, created in partnership with Kim Petras. A non-sticky, mirror light shine, moisturizing lip gloss. A lightweight, comfortable formula that nourishes lips with a 7% pure botanical oils. It's going to retail for $26. And honestly, for me, I think it's really cool that 100% of the proceeds of this are going to go back to a charity. I do wish they would state what charity they are donating to. I noticed that a lot of brands tend to say, oh, this is going to this organization, or oh, this is going to an organization, or we're going to donate here. I wish they would say what organizations they are actually donating to. Like whenever I do any sort of palette that has to feature an animal and a brand is doing 10% to that organization, I always end up matching whatever I get an affiliate pay to that organization, and I list it down below so that you guys can check it out as well, because I'm a big believer in giving back to save our planet and our animals in particular. Like, I'm such an animal lover, so I just kind of like it whenever brands come announce what charity they're representing. Maybe they did and I just don't see it, but I just think it's really cool that they are saying 100% of their collab is going to a charity, which I think is really awesome. Something I would absolutely freaking love to do. Up next, it looks like Milk Makeup has a new launch. They're launching a new Balmaid Electric Light Lip Balm. This is going to be formulated with electrolytes that increase hydration and nourish lips and melts into lips with a buttery soft finish. I have questions. So it's going to be formulated with electrolytes and it's going to melt into lips. So I know that technically you are not supposed to consume makeup. Okay, it's full of chemicals. It's very harmful. Have I consumed makeup in the past? Yes. You know, do as I say, not as I do. Whenever there's like a really tasty like lip balm or really tasty like lip scrub, do I lick it and swallow it? I do, and I know I'm not supposed to. Trust me, I know I'm not supposed to, but they make that shit taste way too good. It's hard not to. But to find out that a lip balm is being made with electrolytes to help to increase hydration, I'm really curious about that. Are you supposed to consume it, or they're saying that the electrolytes are going to be absorbed from your lips into your bloodstream? Is that how that's going to work? Like, I'm really, really confused by this. Or is this just a gimmick? This is just what they're saying, and it does absolutely nothing. It's just going to hydrate the lips. Up next, it looks like Fleur has a new body scent. They're releasing the new Vanilla Nectar. This is going to be a dewy lusciousness of dripping fruit with bright creaminess of vanilla and a burst of mouth-watering sweetness. The top notes are going to be papaya nectar, apricot, and sugar tangelo. The heart notes are peach blossom, coconut orchard, and jasmine dew, with the base notes being a whipped vanilla, cider, and honey amber. This will be available as of the 17th. Dang. Floor releases so much, I can't keep up. I personally have not shopped them in a hot minute. I've been wanting to grab some of their stuff, but they're releasing a new fragrance like every single week. I cannot keep up. There's only so many body sprays I think one should have anyway, because I know you guys know that, you know, obviously makeup expires. Same thing happens to perfumes and body mist. They also have a shelf life as well. And they can not necessarily go bad, but they will lose their scent over time. They will lose how long they can last, and the color can change. Like, it does happen just because it's not made to last forever. So for me, as much as I would like to check this out, I'm probably going to pass on it because it's probably going to smell good, but I already have so much as it is. I just think it's best if I pass. Up next, Polite Society looks like they're coming after Rare Beauty because they have a new product that's launching and it looks identical. I mean identical to the Rare Beauty highlight. Meet the new Polite Society Glow Highlight Social Powder Gloss Highlighter for Platinum and Diamond members only. As of right now, you guys can buy this. It will be launching at a later date, but it says this is going to be a combination of a liquid with the silkiness of a powder for a glass skin wet effect. It has a soft texture that melts into the skin, infused with yarrow flower for brightened skin. It's going to be in recycled packaging for $34. So there's going to be 4 different shades, and I'm telling you right now, it looks really cool, but it looks identical to the Rare Beauty highlighters. Like, I'm sure it's going to be really nice. I can definitely see myself picking up at least like the shade called Social Light or something like that because it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm curious to know if it's going to shatter the same way that Rare Beauty highlighters shatter, because those shatter like there's no tomorrow. I'm really curious, but I really look at that and I was like, oh, new Rare Beauty highlighters, and then I realized it was Polite Society. So interesting. What do you guys think about that one? Up next, it looks like Volush Spa, which is like a candle brand, has a new perfume line coming out. They're going to be launching a new custom design bottle and harmonious intersection of artfully sculpted glass, bespoken patterns, and expressive colors and lively finishes. You can get them embroidered for $8. Otherwise, they do retail for $90 to $28 depending on the size that you get. I only know this brand because I think every year they do like a big 12-day advent calendar that you guys can buy, because I see it, I think, on Macy's. I'm gonna pass just because like not something I need. But if you guys are into that, this will be available as of now if you guys do want to go check it out. Up next is Maya Beauty just unveiled 2 new eyeshadow palettes, and I'm not going to lie, I personally don't think they're pretty, but that is just me. I know that makeup is subjective the same way that books are subjective, so I personally do not think they're pretty, so I'm going to pass on them. But if you guys like Is My Beauty, this is what's going to be available for you. So there are going to be 2 new palettes that includes 14 shades with different finishes. Looks like they're bringing back the previous palette but with a new packaging and some new shades. That's all we kind of know. Now, someone's top comment says, okay, but why did this immediately make me think the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? Oh, that's actually quite hilarious. I'm not going to lie. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay. Others say this looks like makeup kit I had in the 90s. Others say this bothers me in so many ways. I don't even know where to start. This is a mess across the board. It reminds me of those throw up pans you see at the doctor's office. Oh my god, that is bad. Oh, okay. Another one says, I bet you Sephora told her she had to change the packaging for palettes to be sold in store. It's smart though. She'll make more money having the Sephora stroke with some things like that. Okay, makes sense. It's a lot of back and forth. Some people are really excited for it. Others are not. At the end of the day, this is something I'm going to easily pass on. Up next, looks like YSL has a new foundation coming out. They're launching the new All Hours Glow Foundation. This is a lightweight, luminous foundation inspired by the YSL iconic transparent makeup from 1968. Whoa. Designed to mimic the feel of a hot cultured tall veil. Second skin, radiant finish, oil control, hydrating with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide. Okay, first off, anything that's going to be glowing is not going to be oil controlling. I've never found a product that does that, so that's a really steep claim that they're making oil controlling. Bullshit. Bullshit. Hydrating? Sure. Oil controlling? we might have to put it to the test. We might have to put it to the test. I hope the shade range is inclusive. Right now, the images just show only light shades. I do not see a variety of shades at all. But again, we don't know more about this. This is just a reveal. We don't know a launch date, how much, or anything like that. So as soon as I know, I'll definitely give you guys an update on that. But right now, this is the campaign image. They're all the same shade. Up next, looks like Glossier is going to be launching a new body care line. They're going to be launching a new body and hair fragrance mist, a Body Hero Daily Oil Wash, a Body Hero exfoliating bar, a dry touch oil mist, a perfecting daily lotion, and a deodorant as well. Honestly, I'm probably gonna pass on this. I tried 2 of the Glossier perfumes that I got when I went to Sephora, and I kind of thought they stunk. So it's definitely not something that really impressed me. Maybe they smell really good. I could try it out, but I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on this one. Up next, looks like NYX Cosmetics has a new product launching. They're launching the new Fat Cheeks Dewy Liquid Blush. NYX first liquid dewy blush with a buildable formula, blendable texture, and juicier hydration. It's up to 24-hour hydration in a 12-hour wear. Infused with raspberry and kiwi oil, known for its fatty acids, also has nourishing peptides infusion that are known for collagen support for your cheeks. It's gonna retail for $10. You know, at the end of the day, guys, I'm all about proper skincare, but I'm so over brands just implementing makeup and skincare in everything that they do. Because at the end of the day, all of us, I'm pretty sure, are doing our own skincare. We all have our own skincare routine that works perfectly for us. And if you don't, that's completely okay as well. So using a lot of makeup that's heavily infused with skincare, it's like, why? I already have skincare on, and this is what makes my products either break up, separate, transfer, get really cakey, or get really oily, because it's just messing so much skincare together. So I just wish that brands could just go back to makeup. Now these ones just have oil in them, so I'm not really saying they're totally skincare based, but since it does have the peptides in here, it does have some skincare aspect to it. So I may or may not check it out. It just depends. Up next, it looks like Prada has a new perfume launching. They have a Pear Dose Radical Essential Perfume. This is blending florals, woody, and musky notes into a fragrance that is bold and delicate. It's a combination that balances sweetness and depth and sensuality. That's all we know. I've tried a few Prada perfumes that I got in little samplers. I've never really been attracted to the scent. I usually find the scent to be a little off-putting. So I think this is an easy pass for me. Plus, you guys know when it comes to perfumes, I'm very particular. I like to spray them on me, kind of walk around, see how it blends with my natural pheromones, see if I like the way it smells, because it can smell great in the bottle, but then when I put it on, I'm like, oh God, you know what I mean? So pass. Up next, P. Louise just unveiled their June budget box. This is going to retail for $41 when you sign up for the subscription, or you guys can pay a $61.50 one-time purchase. It's going to come with 4 full-size products. It's going to have the Make It Rain eyeshadow palette, the Rain Cheek Hyaluronic Moisturizer, Start Your Rain Hyaluronic Eye Gel, and the Clean Slate Double Clean Cleanser Oil. You can prepay for 1 year or 6 months on the subscription box. And I will say that's a pretty decent price point for the amount of products that you get in here. And that palette is huge, absolutely huge. I'd never paid for any of the P. Louise subscription boxes. I got like 1 or 2 boxes during the Halloween stuff, but I never actually paid for a subscription box. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna pass, but damn, that palette is really pretty. And I always wondered, are these palettes available for purchase outside the box, or are they only available inside the box? I want to know. Up next, Adept Cosmetics just restocked their brand new Seahorse palette. This retails for $130, and this is their final restock. It's going to be a 15-pan shimmer palette that includes dual chromes and multi-chromes. The shimmer formula has been updated, therefore some of the shades may appear new. However, they're the same color in the eyelids as the old palette. I'm going to pass. I am definitely going to pass. This palette is just way too expensive. For all dual chromes and multi-chromes, I get why it is, but no. No, I have so many different dual chromes and multi-chromes in my collection. They're pretty, but I'm pretty sure I could probably replicate these shades in so many other ones in my, so many other palettes that I have. So that's such an easy pass. Up next, e.l.f. is continuing to make a name for themselves because they just did something very unique. They just swapped profile pictures with the brand Bubble. So it says that, did you catch the switch up? e.l.f. Cosmetics and Bubble Skincare just swapped profile pics on their social media. They also dropped a cheeky video where Bubble autocorrects e.l.f. and fans are buzzing, and let's just say something's definitely brewing. Whether it's skincare meets makeup or an e.l.f. collab or e.l.f. acquiring Bubble. We're watching this one very, very closely. I would not be surprised if e.l.f. bought this brand too. Like, oh my God, e.l.f. is just like, I'm purchasing you, I'm purchasing you, I'm purchasing you. Like, they're going to be buying up everybody. They're going to be like, what? Like, they're going to be buying up everybody. I'm really curious. I've never tried Bubble before. I've seen them at Target. I know they have from what I heard, a fantastic milky toner because the person that I love to follow, her name is Shelby Ann. She's the one I did the viral drugstore makeup from. She's been recently trying out their milky toner. She's been saying some wonderful things about them. So I really kind of want to check out this brand, and seeing as how they're pretty affordable, so is e.l.f. I'm so curious on what type of collab they are going to be brewing up. Who would have thought that e.l.f. Cosmetics, a brand that we all knew and loved, a brand that we all played with for years, that used to be under $10 for every single product, $1 lip liner or $1 this or $3 palettes, is becoming this massive conglomerate brand worth billions of dollars, worth over $1 billion, since they just acquired, Rhode Beauty for $1 billion. Like, who would have thought that this brand would become as massive as they are? I honestly never saw that coming, but good for them too. Except that back in the day, they were only known as eyes, lips, and face. And now they're becoming so much more. Up next, I have not talked about this brand in a hot minute, but it looks like Clinique has an eyeshadow palette launching. I didn't even know that Clinique did eyeshadow. So this is going to be coming soon exclusively to Ulta, and it's going to be a nude honey mood, all about the shadow palette by Clinique. It's going to retail for $49, and it looks so boring. It does look so boring. And you know what? I can't knock Clinique. My mom was obsessed with that brand when I was a little girl. To me, that brand was always like a really like high-end, luxurious like skincare brand. And now I can afford it. I don't ever shop it. I will say their Make Me Happy perfume, oh my God, smells incredible. It makes me happy. Like, it literally makes me happy. But I just don't ever really use their products. I've never seen anyone talk about it. So I'm really curious about this eyeshadow palette. What do you guys think? Is this something that you guys would be interested in? Like, is this a pretty palette? I want to hear from you. Last but not least, Glam Natures Cosmetics just launched their brand new collection, and it's going to be their Timeless Tone collection. It's going to come with an eyeshadow palette and makeup brushes. Now, this is going to be a 20-pan palette that features classic vintage blues, elegant greens, cool neutrals, soft luxurious mattes, twinkle metallics, and sparkly iridescents, along with a new brush set. You guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10%. You guys can use my code Allie, save 10% off. It is available right now. I actually will be doing a little mini review on this. I just got done playing with the new Terra Moon Cosmetics palette. That's what I'm wearing my eyes right now. I'm doing a 4 looks 2 palette, so I just filmed with this. I'll be filming with the Glam Natures next. You guys can expect to see that like in the next video or two of me doing that video, so you guys can check it out. But I will say it's a very, very gorgeous palette. I literally have it right here. This is so pretty. Like, first off, the outside packaging is beautiful, and then the colors from the inside, it's just a beautiful cool tone classic palette that you just don't really see a lot. And it's a very beautiful cool tone palette with a lot of blues, grays, and some beautiful shimmers in here as well. So definitely expect my video to be coming out very soon. Like I said, you guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off at checkout with Glam Natures. So this will be available as of right now. But friends, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this week's new beauty news? Like, I think the coolest thing I saw was the Sephora quiet hours, the Huda Beauty buying back their brand, some Bubble and e.l.f. possibly switching, or e.l.f. acquiring Bubble. We do not know. There's so many cool things that have been announced this week, but I want to hear from you what you guys think what the best one was. Friends, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel, to Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.